joining us today to learn how to impact active mobility prioritization within NCDOT over the next 2 to 10 years. As you know, every 2 years, the State Transportation Improvement Program is updated based upon state law, public input, and data analysis. With the impact of MAP funding and the reduction of the gasoline tax, active mobility projects are few and far between across the state. But between now and October 28th, you have a chance to impact a limited choice of active mobility projects within the STI. So once you hit the start button on the right, you'll see the legend and filter. We want you to select the start button without selecting a county, and then we're going to start by selecting your legend and filter to only include bicycle pedestrian projects. Great. So now we can see that there are precious few bike projects across the state. An easy way to get started is to go ahead and click on one of the gray dots. It brings up a toolbox that you can select that this is a priority project for you. It also has a text bubble that you can leave comments. But we want to make sure that you just begin by selecting a project, selecting it as a priority project, and then Xing out of that toolbox. Confirmations that you have done it correctly, you'll see your list of projects show up on the right side of your screen, and it gives you a cost analysis. However, as you can see from this example, as you fly in to a closer look at the projects, it's not as easy as it seems. There's no difference in different projects that are connected with each other that are not connected physically on this map. So I'm giving you an example of how difficult it may be for you to select all projects on this tool. So as we zoom out and go across the rest of the state, we're clicking and dragging to the next city, the next community with projects listed in gray lines for bicycle pedestrian. We're going to begin by clicking on the project, selecting yes as a priority, and then Xing out of the toolbox. You can see on the upper left hand there is a small red bike square that will also be an indicator of a bike project in this area. So right now you can see examples of just clicking through all the small projects in this particular example. There is no limit to how many times you can submit your priorities. So we urge you to do this more often and explore other legends and filters in this tool. The congestion mitigation air quality filter is an excellent one that has some impact on active mobility inclusion in those designs. We also, if you take that challenge and you do try to impact other roadway projects, we want to make sure that you understand that adding turn lanes as a priority over adding sidewalks, bicycle accommodations might not be the best use of congestion mitigation air quality dollars and may not indicate the best design for our roads within NCDOT. We're not asking you to comment on anything, any particular project at this point. However, all you need to do is to select that text bubble when your toolbox to select a priority appears, and you'll be able to type in your comments. As you can see, moving through this process, there are many small projects that we're asking you to comment on or select as a priority so that we can increase our comments on these particular priorities within NCDOT. We often see that communities get engaged when these projects move forward, and they don't really understand how they're going to be impacted or not impacted when they come into their town. But if we can get all of our advocates to participate in this public comment period for prioritization, we will impact statewide the list of projects and priority for those projects within the state transportation improvement process. So we're just cycling through here. We've gotten a list of projects. We're maybe about 5 minutes into this process. Just trying to let you see that how the selection process works, how it's confirmed on the right side of the tool. And then we're going to go through the finishing process in just 1 second. We hope all advocates will help us get to 20,000 comments before October 28th to let DOT know that active mobility is an important priority in building and maintaining our roads across the state. Again, this segment, this effort at this point is just for the bike ped projects and congestion mitigation air quality projects across the state. The list of projects that we've been able to impact is fairly significant. But hopefully as advocates you will see that there is much greater need for more investment in active mobility by NCDOT. As I said, we're now about 6.5 minutes in. We've got a significant amount of projects, and you can see that the cost of these projects alone are tallied up in the priority and on the right-hand side of the screen. So not only are you able to prioritize, you're able to understand the limited costs associated with many of these projects. There's no limit to how many times you can submit your priorities, and we hope to return to this site and repeat this process, explore other projects to deprioritize because of their lack of active mobility inclusion in the design and budget. The best place to start, as I said, is with bike ped projects. Then go to the congestion mitigation air quality box and select that as the legend and filter. And as you investigate those projects, we hope that you'll look at the ones that specifically prioritize turn lanes over bicycle and pedestrian projects. As I said, once you come to a place where you want to settle down and stop for this session, click the finish line flag. The toolbox will pop up and you'll just hit finish as well. So once you're finished with this particular session, we hope that you'll return and apply this strategy to other projects across the state. I want to thank you for this opportunity to share this message. Hope you'll like, share, subscribe to our channel, and to share this video with as many people as you can.